Hey, everybody, welcome to the call. We are going to be talking about part 3. This is Bitcoin profits for beginners. We're now on stage 3. If you guys did not see part 1 and 2, part 1 is buying your first Bitcoin, the differences in the different types of wallets, how to set up a trade account. Part 2 was trading in the USA. We talked about trade philosophy and how not to lose. And then, of course, on the live calls, we open up for Q&A and the current strategy that's going on. Strategy is changing pretty rapidly, so I try to save that until the end of each call. But if you want to be part of the live calls, go ahead and participate there. There's a lot of ways to stay connected to me. My YouTube channel or Facebook trading account is probably the best way to find what's going on. So today we're going to talk about Crypto 101. What is crypto? What's the difference between crypto and real money? And what's the difference between crypto and stock trading? Because some people have a little experience in stocks. So going to be a short training today, but it's going to be part 3 because we didn't really talk about what is crypto for the people. People hear the term e-coins, they hear the term Bitcoin, and they hear the term cryptocurrency. Now, to keep it out of the realm of confusion, we've been working with a type of cryptocurrency for a long time now. You know it as the American dollar. Most dollars are not real. There's not as many dollars as there are in the marketplace. Most of it's just numbers. It's ones and zeros that are on people's sheets on a spreadsheet somewhere. But in reality, the number of dollars and the number of debt and the amount of money that's out there is really not real. There are no printed dollars to coincide with the number of dollars we have. So the fact that cryptocurrency is a new term is a great thing, but it's really nothing new. It's just a new term. So cryptocurrency is basically just the same thing as the American dollar. It's just 100% non-printed items. There are no regular dollars. Let me go ahead and mute everybody here. There's zero amount of printed money in the area of crypto space. And cryptocurrency is now included in, let me look at my screen here. We probably have 120 major cryptocurrencies now. Most of the time you're just going to hear me talk about Bitcoin or maybe Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Cash, maybe some of the other ones. But in most cases, people are referring to this as Bitcoin. When people talk about cryptocurrencies, most of the time they use it synonymously with the term Bitcoin. But it's just a way of doing transactions, whether it's a piece of paper that's printed or just ones and zeros out on the screen. So cryptocurrency, don't let the word frustrate you or confuse you. Which brings us to number 2. What's the difference between crypto and real money? Some people say, well, I'm not going to put my money into cryptocurrencies. It's not real. It's not real money. In reality, with the way that real money or the American dollar and many of the dollars are in the world, I believe that cryptos are actually more real than printed money, and it's probably more stable than printed money. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of organizations. There's a Federal Reserve that prints money. They don't have any accountability. We don't know how much there is. We don't know how much it's worth. We don't know who they're giving it to. There's actually no accountability for the American dollar. In the area of cryptocurrency, we know exactly how many dollars there are. We know exactly what it's worth. We know what countries are trading it. And we have a pretty good tracking record of what its worth is going to be in the next few months. So in the difference between the real money, the dollar, it's being manipulated behind the scenes by a bunch of people that we don't know, and we have absolutely no control over it. In the crypto space, we have a lot more control over our own futures, and we are not being told what to do by Big Brother. That's the short overview of the difference, my personal opinion on the difference between real money and crypto. And then the last thing I want to talk to you guys about before I talk about today's strategies is what's the difference between crypto and stocks? And very much in the same realm. With cryptocurrency, we have trends that are predictable, and we know what are the things in the crypto space that moves the price of cryptos up and down. We have a pretty good indicator of the things that move it up and down. With stocks, we, again, are not sure. There are people behind the scenes that are playing a lot of games that we don't know. Stocks are very hard to make any money. If a person's making 5% a year on stocks, they're actually doing pretty well right now. We are showing in our trade network, I'm making 10% a week, which is 40% a month. you compound that, and you're actually doubling your money every 7 weeks. So it's a pretty good, it's definitely a better investment. Is it 100% safe? Absolutely not. There's no such thing as 100% in anything in life. I mean, 57% of all marriages end in divorce. And when you said I do, you were absolutely sure that it was going to be forever. So there's really nothing that's 100% safe. But as far as the crypto versus dollars or the crypto versus stocks, I think we're in a much safer place. I think, like Bill Gates says, that the crypto, that Bitcoin is going to be worth $1 million a coin, and we're right now less than 10,000. It's going to 100-fold or even 1,000-fold in the next 15 years. It's a pretty safe bet that cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and some of the other coins are here to stay. So I would recommend that you do as much as you can afford. Take as many stocks as you possibly can, or as much American dollars or whatever dollars you're holding, and move it over to cryptocurrency and learn how to trade it. Even if you don't learn how to trade it, I highly recommend you get with somebody who can help you, or just hold it. Just buy and hold. That's even the safest bet. Even if you just buy and hold, it's typically going to double in size every 90 days, every 3 to 4 months. You're almost guaranteed to double your money. So even with a very conservative buy and hold scenario, you're going to make a whole lot more money than you'll make in just about anything else on the planet. All right, so that's today's training. It's very short and sweet. I want to now take and break over to a couple things that we've seen trade. One of the things that we talked about earlier is I talked about where I'm doing my trade networks. And I say for you to buy cryptocurrencies, you should probably, as an American citizen, the easiest way to do it right now is through a company called Coinbase. Coinbase owns a company called GDAX. So if you want to trade with Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin, which I don't trade in Ethereum or Litecoin, but if you just want to trade Bitcoin up and down, Bitcoin versus US dollars, and you don't want to get into some of the other coins, GDAX is fine. GDAX is owned by Coinbase. So if you buy your coins with Coinbase, then you can move it over here. They actually don't even charge you a fee to do that. You can move it and you can trade. So GDAX, for you guys that are just getting started, probably a really good way of doing it. One of the things that I told you guys is Bitfinex is now canceled or eliminated all U.S. bank and all U.S. transfers in and out. So that's the one that I was using, but as of last month, we went ahead and bailed on that one. The one that I'm testing out right now, and I'll probably make a recommendation before the end of the week, is one called Bittrex. Bittrex seems to have a very nice platform. It's very easy to understand. It has tons of different markets and tons of different wallets that you can choose from. It's probably got more wallets than just about anyone that I've seen that I've personally tested. So it looks like it might be the one that I recommend for doing your trades. If that's the case, I'll go ahead and show you guys how I use it and show you the simple ways to put money in and out. What else do I want to tell you for today? All right, so trade recommendations. This is what I'm recommending right now. If